Okay, everyone, I just came home. Oh my. Anby 5-star form. They are making Anby into a 5-star. I repeat, they are making Anby into a 5-star. I am so stoked about that. No way. And Pulchra, I am so thrilled to see that she seems to be a part of the Sons of Calydon now, if you take a look at the faction up there, since, for those of you who remember during the main story, Bernice did offer Pulchra to join them, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. The Sons of Calydon are my favorite faction in the entire game, so I can't wait to go back there and complete the story and just see how that all pans out. I hope I get to see my man Lighter again, my beautiful beloved husband, and I just hope we get a really banger story there, so really looking forward to that. I think she's an A rank. That's the word that's been passed around recently because her drip market is not animated, just like Seth's. So people think that she's going to be a 4-star. Now, I'm quite happy about that. Most people are quite happy about that because ZZZ has been having an issue recently where they just don't release new 4-stars. So a brand new 4-star coming into the game is more than welcome. I am very looking forward to that. No idea what she's gonna do, who she's gonna be good for, but hey, I look forward to it. I'm so excited. She's Sons of Calydon, so I'm gonna try to get her. Now, she's a 4-star, and I learned my lesson about pulling for 4 stars and not the 5-star banner character a long time ago, so am I actually gonna get her? Who knows, but I'll see. I'll see. I am quite looking forward to the release of this character. Anby, you just know that they are going to release the most banger story for her. She's one of the primary central characters, one of the first ones who you meet. She's used for a bunch of, like, tutorials and stuff like that, so I bet that she's probably gonna be treated well, considering that she's like a mascot for the game in a sense. I really hope her kit's gonna be good. I hope it's not gonna be like an Imbibitor Lune situation where, okay, here is Broken Daniel, he is the best character ever, best, strongest DPS ever, and then 2 seconds later nobody is using him anymore because he's already been power crept. I hope Anby can remain good. I will say, I'm actually quite shocked that they're already diving into alternate 5-star forms for characters. I do like it. I am happy that this is a thing because, at least to me, I personally like that, okay, if you're a fan of a 4-star character, but you're sad that they're not really going to get any attention because they're a 4-star, well, then you can look forward to their potential future 5-star release. Now, this makes me wonder, are we going to get 5-star forms for future Cunning Hares characters? For example, Billy, that guy he used to be one of the champions of the Sons of Calydon. He was the guy who had that job before Lighter, so he absolutely has a past, a much deeper past that we just don't know about. Dude, as for Nicole, her kit is broken as it stands. She is one of the best supports in this game. Very, very impressive considering that she's an A rank. So a 5-star version of that kit would be incredible. So I would not mind 5-star versions of the characters out of the Cunning Hares, and then Nekomiya is already a 5-star. I was so taken aback when I saw it. Also the name, Silver Soldier Anby. That's a cool name. I really like that. A lot of, rumors have been floating around, a lot of discussion regarding, okay, so is Anby Soldier 11's sister? Are they related in any way, shape, or form? Since now they really feel like they're related in some way, and I'm sure we'll get that revealed in the upcoming patches. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. As for am I pulling? Now, unfortunately, I probably won't be pulling just because, well, I've already laid out my pull plans multiple times in previous videos, saving for a Caesar King rerun, saving for Bernice, Lighter, or Cinemas. You get the gist at this stage. So I'm not going to be pulling, but I do really like her. I mean, it's tempting because I'm assuming Pulchra is probably going to be on her banner. I mean, what Hoyoverse does sometimes in their other games is that they'll take the new 4-star and put it on the second half reruns so that they can get more people pulling on the rerun characters, which, okay, fair enough, but depends on what those reruns are. I'm not sure. I think it's too early for Sons of Calydon reruns. I don't know. That's an entirely different topic for another day. But for now, focusing on Anby, I'm really excited to see what her kit's gonna be like. I can't wait to see the animations. I am sure they're going to be a banger. I just think that they're absolutely going to deliver here. I have a very hard time believing that they're gonna flop this because people love Anby. Like, she's a very beloved character. Most people that play this game and are like, man, even if her kit sucks, I really like this character. Shoot, I like Anby. I have her leveled to a decent extent, even if I don't particularly like playing her because she just looks cool. I just like the character. She's chill, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think she's a great candidate for the first 5-star form. I'm going to probably make a different video about this, but I am very, very intrigued by the fact that we're already introducing alternate 5-star forms. that's a big win. And I'd love to know more about her potential faction and her other aliases and her other jobs that she takes part in. Whatever it is she does, I really couldn't tell you. She probably has some dealings in, oh, she's the special secret hollow exterminator with unlimited power or something like that. You would think that with a super strong character like Anby, who's secretly a crazy warrior, the Cunning Hares would be doing so much better as a Hollow Raider group, but nah, they're just constantly in financial straits no matter what. I would like to say something about Pulchra being a physical stunner. Okay, so she's a physical stunner and she's in the Sons of Calydon. Billy is a physical DPS. My personal theory is that she's being made for Billy? Question mark? Because he used to be a Son of Calydon, it kind of fits with the lore. I know that they're different factions, he technically counts as Cunning Hares, but it would be a really cool nod to his past. At least that's the main reason I can see her being used. I don't really know why else they would be making a physical stunner, other than to pair her with the other 4-star physical that has ties to the Calydons. So that's my assumption for her. Then with Anby, I'd also like to say something else that definitely deserves its own video. Oof, dude. Electric DPS? Really? After everyone just got a free Harumasa? Ooh, that's rough. I mean, okay, to be fair, Harumasa was free. It's not like anybody has been shafted out of their polychromes without knowing. It's like, oh no, this power creep, I feel so scammed. Well, everyone got the character for free, so at least people who are interested in Anby, they can move on pretty cleanly and not feel like they wasted any polychromes. But then there's the people that might have gotten cinema copies of Harumasa, or maybe even pulled for his W engine. Though to be fair, people who did that are probably big Harumasa fans in the first place that wouldn't be replacing him with Anby anyways. But even so, a little rough if it's going to be immediate power creep. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think this is a new record for Hoyoverse power creep speed. Not even Honkai Star Rail has done something like this before. Dude, with Dr. Ratio, at least they gave the lad a couple of patches to shine. They didn't immediately throw bro to the curb. Okay, they let him be the best follow-up attack DPS for a moment. You know, they gave the lad a chance to breathe. Poor Harumasa's just immediately being kicked to the side. Like, show the guy some mercy, man. He's been through tough times. Well, either way, it could end up being the case of, because here's the thing. I say a lot that Miyabi power crept Ellen. However, a good point has been made to me that that may be true, but the thing is you can ultimately use different teams with them. You can use Miyabi and anomaly teams of, you know, Yanagi, Bernice, other characters, and then you can play Ellen with stunners and with Lycon and such. And while Miyabi can use those teammates, it's not like you're unable to comfortably build 2 different teams for them, which is actually relevant when you consider that in Deadly Assault, we've been getting 2 Ice Week bosses, which need different teams to battle them. So, I will say that, if we ever end up in a situation where there's 2 Electric Week bosses in Deadly Assault, a lot of us are going to be equipped with a free Harumasa, and then there's Anby coming up, and because she's a major character, I expect that she's probably going to be pretty popular. I'm sure there's going to be lots of people pulling for her. So I expect that most people are going to end up being pretty equipped for that situation. Either way, it's a discussion on its own that needs to happen, because it's a bit of a worrying sign. I want to give it a pass, because Harumasa was free, so it's like, okay, power creeping him doesn't feel as scummy. But with that being said, Honkai Star Rail's left a real bad taste in my mouth. So I'm in regards to all of this. So I'm not too sure. Hoyo, please do not turn this into Power Creep Central, I beg of you. So far, I think they've done a good job at least making sure that every character still feels very good to use in endgame. Like, okay, Ellen might have been power crept by Miyabi, but she still clears pretty well if you invest into her. You know, that sort of thing. Sure, anomalies are absolutely at the top right now, but I'm still clearing pretty comfortably with my crit DPS Lighter, who's a stunner, but I'm playing him as a main DPS. So I would say that ultimately what really matters is, can the character still competently clear, and is HP inflation being managed reasonably? And if it is, then ultimately the power creep is fine. It's just a matter of choose whoever you like, and whoever uses the teammates that you like, considering that team building in this game is so specific. Since it's all centered around factions, and faction bonuses, and core passives, and all that jazz. You get the idea. So, Anby, I'm sure she's gonna be a broken unit. I have high hopes for her, but dang, Hoyoverse, you really did not hold back. Dude, watch next patch give us a new 5-star anomaly ice DPS that does Miyabi level numbers. Like, where are we going to go from here? I'm very curious. Either way, I also hope that Pulchra is going to be good at M0. That's another hope of mine, because if I do end up getting her, I'm only going to go for a single copy, because I do not want to risk getting a 5-star that I don't want. I do like Anby, but electric DPS. She's probably going to need Qingyi. Guess who doesn't have and is not pulling for Qingyi? Me. So yeah, looks like a pretty easy skip to me. Anby's probably going to be huge for the lore, I imagine. I'd be surprised if she wasn't some big lore drop character, because once again, she's quite major. Oh, another thing. So this patch brought us the Astraeau special episode, which was mostly like a cute story in my opinion. I played through the whole thing. I think it was decent. I didn't like it as much as I liked Virtual Revenge, if we're only looking at it in the scope of special episodes. I thought Virtual Revenge was the best special episode, then Jane, then Astraeau last. I did enjoy it. But in my opinion, it doesn't hold a candle to Virtual Revenge. Now, with that being said, 1.5 wasn't a very serious story. It was, you know, at least I think it was very whimsical. So that was our sort of bridge between the ending of Season 1 and then getting us into Season 2 of Zenless Zone Zero's story. So Anby is going to be bringing us into Season 2 of ZZZ's story. And because she's a major character, that makes me wonder, what are the stakes gonna be? What's gonna be the main escapades that we're gonna get up to this time? I'm very, very excited about it. So, Season 2 of Zenless, I am really excited for it. I think Anby is going to be a great introduction to it. I'm very looking forward to going back to the Sons of Calydon. I'm so happy about this because one of my wishes for ZZZ in 2025 was that I hope that they don't forget about old factions and that we could regularly go back to visit old characters and such and interact with them. So I'm very happy that Pulchra is tying up loose ends with the Sons. I hope that continues. I hope they can continue to flesh out older factions like that. So, yeah, generally, a very, very positive start to the future of 1.6. We'll have to wait until more information is released. I'm very happy about it. And I don't know what to say. It's hype. It's hype as hell. Everyone was just like, damn, I wasn't expecting this. Hoyoverse, you seriously dropped a bombshell on us. This is a bombshell announcement. But yeah, are you guys going to be pulling for her? Or Pulchra, Anby, whoever it is? Let me know down below. Or are you skipping for someone else? I would absolutely love to know. Hopefully everyone's enjoying 1.5 so far. Now, with that being said, this has been Juice, signing out, and I need Lighter to be on screen at all times when we return to the Sons of Calydon for the Pulchra quest. This is a requirement, Hoyoverse. Thank you.